Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to week number 4 of the Brejects Battle Royale, our singles Wi-Fi draft league on Pokemon Sword and Shield. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steelings, and we are here today taking on Platinum Howlin and the Delta Gligars. If you guys missed last week's battle, definitely go check it out. It was a fantastic matchup on both sides, really. We played the Vancouver Titans. We ended up walking away 0-1, unfortunately, but fantastic game. Prep, moves, plays on both parts. Definitely, guys, go check that out. Link is in the description. The playlist for this season, if you guys are new, if you guys want to go catch up on all of the series to date, draft analysis, battles, all that fun stuff, link is in the description. Definitely go check that out. Of course, check out my opponent's side of the battle. Down in the description will be the link to all the coaches in the BBR. We have a very tough matchup cut out for us today. I say every week, but hopefully we are going to do what we need to do to get the job done. If you guys are new to the channel, I do have some text floating somewhere on screen in post-production, so that way you guys can hop right on ahead of the Wi-Fi battle. If you guys aren't too privy to team builders, I always recommend you guys watch the team builders so you guys know what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. That way you guys aren't caught off guard by any sort of Pokemon that may show up or may not show up. But definitely go check that out. Or definitely check that out. If that's not something you guys are interested in, you guys can go on ahead and skip right on ahead there. I always like showing both teams side by side and just kind of seeing, you know, what we have, what we don't have, what we can do, what we can't do, and kind of go from there. So opponent's got a scary matchup this week. Just some really hard-hitting Pokemon. I think we've got the 6 that we need to take it on. Thank you guys so much for your support on all the Draft League videos here on the channel. It really, it's always fun to upload, and I always love seeing the comments, the praise, the feedback, the hype, the sadness, the sorrow, the enjoyment, the excitement, the sparks flying. It's always so awesome. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are enjoying the Draft League. Let me know. Let me hear your feedback on that. But of course, thank you guys again. I am done rambling. You guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Dragapult, Tangrowth, Cobalion, Tentacruel, Galarian Moltres, Magmar, Comfey, Caracosta, Behem, Luxio, and Diggersby. Some things to note about my opponent's team: he has 2 Stealth Rockers in the form of Caracosta and Diggersby, a Spiker in the form of Diggersby, Caracosta and Cobalion, not Diggersby. Caracosta, Cobalion are Stealth Rockers. Diggersby is his Spiker, Tentacruel is a T-Spiker, a Rapid Spinner in the form of Tentacruel, a Defogger in the form of Comfey, no Magic Bounce, no Sticky Web, no Wish or Aromatherapy or Healing Wish support, but Comfey does get access to Heal Bell, so we will need to keep an eye on that. If I had to say 6 Pokemon that my opponent would want to bring, I think Dragapult, like your first, I say you always bring your first round draft pick, but spoilers, are not bringing your first round draft pick this week. So I feel like Dragapult's Pokemon that can show up to any matchup, but that's just me. Dragapult will show up. I think Galarian Moltres is going to show up because that thing is surprisingly bulky, and with the proper set, with the Berserk ability that it has, it can be pretty terrifying. Like an Agility 3 attack set, even something like that can be pretty obnoxious. I think Tangrowth is going to show up. Tangrowth acts as a great pivot for Rillaboom and Urshifu. I think Comfey is going to show up. Comfey's triage priority for any sort of for Draining Kiss specifically does well against a few of my hitters. I think Diggersby is going to show up. Diggersby is a great wall breaker in general with its huge power ability. And then last, Cobalion could show up if it wants to. It's pretty fast. I think Tentacruel would show up, honestly. Acting as another Urshifu response, acting as an Arcanine check, being able to help out with Steelix, being able to help out, just knock off Rapid Spin support in general, maybe even just to get T-Spikes up, because I may not have a grounded poison type this week. So those are the 6 that I expect to show up there. We're going to start things off. First Pokemon we are bringing is Maximus the Arcanine. He is rocking his heavy duty boots with the Intimidate ability. We have Flamethrower, Scorching Sands, Morning Sun, and Snarl. 28 EVs in HP, 252 in special attack, 228 in speed with a modest nature. With 228 in speed with a modest nature, we are outspeeding Jolly Diggersby by 1 point. So we are also outspeeding Luxio, Behem, Caracosta, and Tangrowth. Depending on the Magmar or Moltres set, we may outspeed those, but 78 and below is where we're hitting that. Special Arcanine really goes hard this week, and I think the combination of fire and ground just kind of hits my opponent's team really hard. Scorching Sands hitting Tangrowth, Flamethrower hitting, Scorching Sands hitting Dragapult, Flamethrower hitting Tangrowth, Cobalion, Scorching Sands hitting Tentacruel, Flamethrower hitting Moltres, Scorching Sands hitting Magmar, Flamethrower for the Comfey, Scorching Sands for Caracosta, Flamethrower for Behem, Luxio, and Diggersby. It really was just kind of like no drawback. We do have Snarl on there. Snarl is a dark type move, which has a 100% chance to lower the foe's special attack by 1. If we find that it is a special Dragapult, being able to go for a Snarl is going to be just a little bit better. Being able to lower any sort of special attack on something like the Moltres or the Comfy may also be handy. Similarly with something like Tentacruel or Behem as well, being able to have that super effective coverage. Morning Sun is great for the recovery. We do have our heavy duty boots, the two rockers on his team. I don't see Caracosta showing up to a match where I have a Rillaboom. I don't see that. And then Cobalion might show up. I'm going to say for the 6th slot, I'm like 50-50, Tentacruel or Cobalion, but Flamethrower being able to hit the Cobalion as well could be really nice. If it is a rock set, we do have our heavy duty boots to make sure that we can take that. Tangrowth, Tentacruel, and Diggersby all get knockoffs, so we need to make sure we keep our boots intact, but Morning Sun helps us get that recovery back should anything happen. Next up here, we're bringing the boot duo. We've got Limeade the Crobat making his debut, if I'm not mistaken. Limeade's rocking heavy duty boots with the Infiltrator ability. We have Defog, Roost, Dual Wing Beat, and U-Turn, 252 EVs in HP, 172 in attack, 84 in speed with a Jolly Nature. My opponent, aside from Caracosta, which again, Caracosta and Luxio, I should say, doesn't have a solid flying check, and I don't see Luxio coming. And again, I explained just because like it's a Luxio. I could be wrong. I've brought Lickitung like 3 times this season, but I don't see Luxio showing up. And again, I don't see Caracosta showing up. So other than that, my opponent doesn't have a really good flying resist. So Crobat X is a little bit of a utility. We outspeed Cobalion and below. We cannot outspeed Dragapult, so we outspeed everything below Dragapult naturally. Defog to remove any toxic spikes, any rocks that may be on my side of the field. We've got Roost for the recovery. Again, Dual Wing Beat it goes unguarded. Like it's neutral against Cobalion of the steel fighting type. So even being able to hit that is really nice. And then U-Turn for pivoting if my opponent does not want to stay in against me, or if I want to switch out or get a slow U-Turn off on a Dragapult or against a Scarf Pokemon. Next Pokemon I'm going to bring in, we needed a Diggersby check. Like Diggersby's going to show up, and we needed a Pokemon to kind of handle that. So we've got Caution the Weezing. Weezing is rocking his Black Sludge with the Levitate ability to make sure we have a good ground immunity there. Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, and Pain Split. We've got 244 EVs in HP, 252 in defense, 12 in special attack with a Bold Nature. Sludge Bomb and Flamethrower. I just thought it was really good coverage to have on there. Being able to Will-O-Wisp as well can be really nice for Pokemon like Cobalion, for being able to wear down Pokemon like Tangrowth, Moltres. If Caracosta shows up, sure. Being able to burn the Diggersby as well can be really, really good. Pain Split is nice. We have base 65 HP, and on average, he has Pokemon that have a lot more HP than us. Luxio, Comfy do not have more HP than us, and Magmar shares our base HP stat, so being able to Pain Split can be really nice for getting some recovery back on Pokemon, such as Tangrowth, such as Tentacruel, such as Dragapult. Between the Pain Split and the Black Sludge, we're in a really good spot. Will-O-Wisp just, again, help nerf those Pokemon that have just a little bit higher physical attack. And then Sludge Bomb and Flamethrower really just go a long way there. I don't see myself staying in on Dragapult, but Sludge Bomb hits the Tangrowth, Flamethrower hits the Cobalion. Tentacruel, again, another Pokemon I don't see myself staying in on too much. Flamethrower being able to hit the Moltres, Sludge Bomb for the Magmar, for the Comfy. Again, don't think Caracosta is showing up. Flamethrower hits Behem, Sludge Bomb hits Luxio, Flamethrower and Will-O-Wisp both hit the Diggersby there. Nothing too crazy. Next up here, fun set this week. Fun set. Always love our fun sets. Gloxinia the Grimmsnarl. He's rocking his leftovers with the Prankster ability. Substitute, Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, and Dazzling Gleam. We have 172 EVs in HP, 124 in special attack, 212 in special defense with a modest nature. With this spread, we are OHKOing after Stealth Rocks. We are OHKOing max HP Tangrowth at +2. Dual Stab rips his team apart. Dark Pulse hitting Tangrowth, Dual Stab hitting Tangrowth. Dual Stab hitting Dragapult, Dual Stab hitting Tangrowth. Dazzling Gleam is neutral against Cobalion. Dark Pulse for the Tentacruel, Dazzling Gleam for Moltres, Dark Pulse for Magmar, Dazzling Gleam for Comfy, Dual Stab for Caracosta, Dark Pulse for Behem, Dual Stab for Luxio and Diggersby. Being able to get behind a substitute and then going for a Nasty Plot is going to be very, very nice. Just being able to break down some of my opponent's Pokemon. We do have rocks that you will see later on the team, but very specially defensive to help out with Dragapult as well. Dragapult can be both physical with its 120 base attack and then 100 in special attack. So we resist its Dual Stab. We resist one of its typings and then we're immune to the other type. So it is very nice. Needs to run something like Iron Steel Wing, I think is the coverage move that it gets to hit fairies. So it does need to run Steel Wing or like random coverage Hydro Pump or Scald to be able to hit us. So That's why we have a lot of bulk in special defense. If we determine early on that it's physical, we do have obviously our wheezing, and then you'll see later that we also do have some more physical bulk. But next Pokemon we're bringing on the team, really solid end game sweeper in my opinion. If we can set things up properly, we're bringing Pancake the Alolan Raichu. He's rocking Life Orb with the Surge Surfer ability. We have Electric Terrain, Rising Voltage, Knockoff, and Surf. 252 EVs in attack, 20 in special attack, 236 in speed with a Lonely Nature. Without the terrain, we are hitting 160 speed, which outspeeds Magmar and below. Outside of terrain, so we're outspeeding Magmar, we're outspeeding Galarian Moltres, we're outspeeding Tangrowth, we are outspeeding Caracosta, Beheeyem, Luxio, and Diggersby. We scare out Tentacruel and Moltres, which two Pokemon that I definitely think are going to show up. We scare them out kind of with our electric moves, which kind of forces in Diggersby or another Pokemon to take those hits, and we can go for an Electric Terrain, which doubles our Rising Voltage. Rising Voltage, a new move introduced in DLC. Double power if target is grounded in Electric Terrain. That becomes a 140 base power move, then boosted by Terrain, then boosted by Stab, then my Life Orb. So 20 in special attack, really, like, it doesn't seem like much, but we really, like, Surf is legitimately there to hit Diggersby. Other than that, Rising Voltage goes nuts against his team. And then we do have Knockoff. Max attack, Life Orb Knockoff is there to help out and hit Dragapult. Does have a very solid chance to OHKO after Rocks. Let me just pull this up here. Dragapult choice specs. Let me toss up terrain here. Here we go. 92 to 109 against Dragapult. If we manage to get Rocks up or any chip damage amounting to Rocks, it is a guaranteed OHKO after Rocks if we outspeed under terrain. So we want to make sure we get our terrain up before Raichu starts going absolutely nutty. But even resisted, Dragapult resists this. It has 88 HP and 75 special defense. A Rising Voltage is a 2-hit KO against Dragapult. So very fantastically offensive mon this week. I love Raichu. I'm hoping that it does the work that we need it to. And then last but not least, we have Carrot the Steelix. She's rocking her leftovers with the Sturdy ability. We have Protect, Earthquake, Toxic, and Stealth Rock. 244 EVs in HP. 12 in defense, 252 in special defense with a Careful Nature. We are not bringing our grassy terrain this week, so Protect and leftovers are really our only form of longevity. Sturdy being able to help us out just a little bit and take some hits if we need to. Earthquake goes really unguarded against his team. The Pokemon that either resist or are immune to Earthquake, we can hit Toxic against. And then, of course, we do have Rocks there going for any chip damage and then super effective damage against Pokemon like Galarian Moltres and Magmar. So my notes on Steelix quite literally say, does Steelix things. So that is going to be our team this week. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm going to cut to where we connect, and I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today with week number 4 of the Brejects Battle Royale. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steelwings. We're taking on Platinum Howler, coach of the Delta Gligars. We're both currently 2-1. Looking to pick up that third W. You guys see the 6 that I'm bringing right down below. We got Special Arcanine, Utility Crobat, Defensive Wheezing, Sub-Nasty Plot, Grimmsnarl, Life Orb, Electric Terrain, 3-attack Raichu, and Specially Defensive Steelix. You guys see the 6 that I expect my opponent to bring right down below. Let me know right now. Comment down below right now who you think the MVP of this matchup is going to be. Thank you guys for all your support on the league videos. I'm going to cut to team preview, and we'll be right back. So we actually get 5 out of 6 right. We don't see Diggersby and instead see Cobalion. So I was originally, if you guys watched the team builder, tossing it up between Tentacruel and Cobalion, and I thought Diggersby was going to show up. So Cobalion definitely serving as a good rocker for my opponents. I'm going to lead off with the Arcanine. I think that's going to be best case overall to get some good damage off. Rocks will be nice for the Galarian Moltres. Grimmsnarl looks fantastic, as does our Alolan Raichu as well. Alolan Raichu being able to force out 2 of my opponent's Pokemon. So let me just double check here. Arcanine leading off here is good against. We can take a hit from Dragapult. Moltres, we can kind of do some stuff with. Tangrowth. Cobalion lead is also looking really good. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to lead off with that. I think my opponent would probably try to lead off with something like Cobalion. And being able to get a Intimidate off on that thing early would be good if it is a rocker, because a max attack, max special attack flamethrower is looking really good. So let's take a look and see what my opponent's going to be bringing. I'm excited for this matchup. So we know the Moltres is going to have Berserk. We need to make sure we keep in mind about that. Comfy's going to have Triage. Goes out in a Pult Classic, which is the Dragapult. Okay. So I actually live everything aside from a Specs Draco Meteor. I'm interested to see what he wants to go for. I'm going to go for a Morning Sun to scout. I'm just going to Morning Sun. Just nice little Morning Sun. Let's see what he's got. Drops a Draco. Misses turn 1. That's unfortunate. Okay. Okay. That is unfortunate. So if that's a Specs Dragapult, I am going hard Grimmsnarl here. And we will right now find out if he is choiced or not. Is that Draco Meteor again? Specs Draco kills Grimmsnarl. There's the U-turn, so not choiced. Not choiced. We see Draco Meteor. We see U-turn as well. Okay. We'll get a little bit of leftovers here. Cobalion's a great... Cobalion is a great Pokemon for my opponent to want to go out into. Going for a sub in front of that thing may not be the worst if it just tries to go for rocks. Let me take a look here. Cobalion, if I just go for like a Dazzling Gleam uninvested against that thing. 42 to 50, so it's not bad chip damage. We do get our leftovers as well. Here's Fidget Spin. Which is actually going to be the Tentacruel. Okay. So this thing can go for a knockoff. It can go for a poison move as well. Our Dark Pulse is doing 25 to 30 to this thing. I'm not the world's biggest fan of that. And I don't really necessarily have a good switch into this thing. So, like the poison move is pretty obvious, I feel like. I'm going to click substitute. Like, because I've got a Steelix right there that takes that. Tentacruel is really good against my opponent. Let's go for a sub and just kind of scout and get as much information as we can about his team. We see the Scald. Okay. Scald's doing 19 to 23 if it's uninvested. It is not uninvested. Okay. That is fine by me. So we know it is a little bit more offensive. We know it is a little bit more offensive here. I could go hard Raichu. I could go hard Raichu and try to tank that Scald. How much is Raichu taken from that? I wonder. Tentacruel. If it is a... Just say... 42 to 51. Let's go on ahead. Let's... I need to keep this thing healthy. Let's just go out Weezing. Let's go Weezing. Let's go Weezing. Let's go Weezing. Let's burn this thing. Let's get a little bit of chip damage off. I need to keep Grimmsnarl healthy for the Dragapult. There's a knockoff. Okay. I am glad I did not go out into Raichu on that. I am very glad I did not go out into the Raichu on that. So I don't mind Will-O-Wisping here. I really don't. He doesn't have a Pokemon on his team that appreciates me going for Will-O-Wisp. There's another Scald. Decent damage. I can take another one. He does snag a burn, which is a little unfortunate because another Scald might actually knock me out here. We'll go for that Willow. And then what I want to do here is I'm going to attempt a Pain Split. I'm going to attempt a Pain Split. We'll see what happens. But if Weezing goes down, going out into Raichu is going to be a pretty solid move, in my opinion. There's another Scald. Does Tentacruel knock me out? Please, no. Oh, we live on 9. Oh, great. All right, give me all that HP back, please. Oh, that's looking great. That is looking fantastic. I could also probably go out into Crobat on there, too. We do see Black Sludge on my opponent's... We do also see Black Sludge on there. So, I'm curious how much Arcanine... I know it's obviously super effective, but... I'm just curious how much we take from a Scald. Too much to want to go out and go for a Scorching Sands. So, let's just... I'm just going to go for a Sludge Bomb, honestly. I'll let this thing knock me out. There's another Scald. If it doesn't knock me out, then I'll die to burn, but it should knock me out there. I live on 9 again. I could have Pain Splitted just to wear this thing down a little bit more, but that's fine. A little bit more damage. The burn is going to be neutralized by his by his black sludge, so it's not the end of the world. And then I die to burn, so Tentacruel KOs Wheezing indirectly. Now, yeah, Raichu looks really nice. I do want to kind of get rocks up here. I do want to get rocks up at some point once this thing goes away. So maybe let's go out into Crobat here. Let's knock this thing out with a dual wing beat. Or we can U-turn as well. I don't think U-turn's the worst play in the world, but let's just dual wing beat. It goes unresisted by his team. And then once this is gone, Steelix does get rocks up, and we still have no hazards on the field, which is great. Dual wing beat should do some good damage to this thing. He withdraws. Okay, so he does want to keep it around, which is fine. Goes out into Churchill, which is going to be the Cobalion. Cobalion. Okay, that's fine. Not too bad of damage there. Not too bad of damage. I could just keep clicking dual wing beat for chip, but I do like going for a... let's see here. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more chip. Let's get a little bit more chip. I'll go for another dual wing beat. Let's see what this thing wants to do. It can Stone Edge me. It can definitely hit me pretty good. There's Stealth Rock. Okay. So we do have Defog here. I've got no problem going for Defog right now. I've got no problem getting those out of here. And there's the Volt Switch. Okay. So Volt Switch is going to tickle me a little bit. That's fine. We got some good damage off on Cobalion for Raichu as well. So it's looking kind of good for Raichu. It's looking kind of good for Raichu. If we can bring it in on another occasion and get a Electric Terrain off. Goes out into Imposter, which is the Galarian Moltres. Okay. Now then. I would like some chip on this as well. Let's see what he wants to go for. We got the Hurricane. Ooh, okay. Okay, that knocks me clean out. Okay. Moltres KOs Crobat. That is fine by me. I do have here my Grimmsnarl, which I can go out into. Let's do that. Let's go out into Grimmsnarl, and then I'm going to go for a substitute here. Tentacruel's weak. We got good damage on Cobalion. You can also miss a Hurricane, too, if that's his only offensive move, flying-wise, to hit me. She does. Okay. Okay. So now I'm in a good position to just kind of click Dazzling Gleam against this thing to get some damage. So let's go for that. Let's go for the Dazzling Gleam here. Withdraws. Probably Tentacruel. Is that in a Play-Doh? Okay. Which is the Tangrowth. We're going to get... Ooh, great damage. Great damage. That's a 2-hit KO. If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go for a Nasty Plot here. Because I'm behind a sub. This thing hits base 50. I hit base 60. So it's got to be pretty speedy if he wants to outspeed me. There's Sludge Bomb. Okay. Okay. Now I can knock this thing out here pretty clean with the Dark Pulse. I think I'll just go for a Dazzling Gleam though. Now, would he switch out, though? I want to keep this thing healthy. Let's just Dazzling Gleam. Let's just Dazzling Gleam. Grimmsnarl's still pretty healthy. I'm either going to knock this thing out or I'm going to hit something really hard in here in a second. Oh, it's actually faster. Oh, my. Oh, my. So we are going to be able to pick up the KO with Dazzling Gleam. Grimmsnarl KOs Tangrowth. Okay. So that was an offensive Tangrowth, I feel like. That was a fast Tangrowth, too. My God. Thank you for my special defense investment. Sludge Bomb it had. And then we are down Crobat and Weezing. Okay. Okay. Not the end of the world. Next Dragapult can unfortunately pick up a pretty decent KO on me right now. So I kind of want to keep this a little bit healthier. May need to go out into our... here comes Fidget Spinner, which is the Tentacruel. Okay. I know I need to keep Grimmsnarl healthy. Okay. I need to keep Grimmsnarl healthy. Let's go out into Arcanine. I want to keep that healthy just so we can't spam dragon moves. All right. Here's Sludge Bomb. Better than a Scald. That does so much damage. That does so much damage. It is insane. Scorching Sands is looking pretty good to pick up a KO right now. So let's go on ahead and go for that. Moltres is a pretty decent play. Still doesn't know if I'm like physical or special, I don't think. So I'm curious what we want to go out into here. Let's see. Let's see. We still have Grimmsnarl around, which can actually, like, sub up on Moltres. We're going to go for the modest max special attack, Scorching Sands Mirror. Oh, so close. So close. I think Scald's going to knock me out here. Yep. All right. Tentacruel KOs. Tentacruel KOs. Arcanine. That's unfortunate. So how does Raichu deal with I can get rocks up. I can go out into Steelix and get rocks up. I'm just trying to see how it takes a knockoff. Not very well. And I'd lose my life orb. And then what am I doing against Dragapult without my life orb, I wonder? Like with rocks up, no life orb. 71 to 84. Ah, it's still a 2-hit KO after rocks. Okay. Let's go. Let's go Steelix. Let's go Steelix. Let's get rocks up. Not looking good. I need to get a good opportunity. And Tentacruel is just fast. Let's just Earthquake. Let's knock this out. I gotta try to, like, there's a Scald. Okay, I gotta try to, like, Rising Voltage on, like, on, like, Cobalion or something. Does get the burn, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Felix KO's Tentacruel. Okay. So I'm burnt, which is unfortunate. If Comfy comes in and tries to, like, I don't know, set up. I'm trying to think, like, what would come in right now to set up on me. Gotta play this right. I don't think we're looking good. I think he's got this in the bag, but we're going to try. The offensive Tangrowth definitely caught me off guard. I definitely thought it was going to be more defensive for Rillaboom and Urshifu, but That's how that goes. Was it just like hyper offense then? Because Tentacruel was pretty offensive too. Maybe it's defensive Cobalion. Like Choppel. Could be. Very well could be. I might be able to go for a Rising, an Electric Terrain in front of Cobalion. Comfy's going to be... Here comes Pulp Classic. Okay. Okay. I am just going to... Let's Protect to see what he wants to go for here. Just to guess. We know he's not choice. We know he's not choice, but... and maybe if I Protect, he'll think I'm going into Grimmsnarl or something, but... Let's just check. Let's just check. There's the Hex. Okay, it does have Hex. Okay. Okay. That's something. The Hex will knock me out. Guaranteed. So I'm just gonna go for Stealth Rock in a world where he thinks I'm going out into Grimmsnarl now, but I don't see that being the case. There's another Hex. Okay, Dragapult KOs. Dragapult KOs Steelix. Okay. Now I need to go out into Grimmsnarl with my huge special defense, and hope I take one. Dragapult. Not choice specs. Not choice specs actually. What does he got left? What does he got left? Dazzling Gleam is my best bet, right? No, let's Dazzle. Let's Razzle Dazzle. Here's the U-turn. Okay. There is that. Go out into Cobalion, please, and live this so Raichu can click Electric Terrain. Pretty please. Ukulele. Okay, so the Dazzling Gleam was a decent play there. Very especially defensive. I'm going to go for another one here. Get a little bit more damage off. I really would like Raichu to be able to come in and click Electric Terrain. There's the Draining Kiss. Okay. Comfy. KOs. Grimmsnarl. All right. All right, we do see the Draining Kiss. All right, Raichu. All on you, buddy. I thought this Raichu set was going to work, and by God, it's going to work, or I'm getting 4-0'd. All right. Electric Terrain. Please, 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 Raichu. Please, 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 Raichu. Here's the Draining Kiss. Okay. That's one. I can take that one. Rising Voltage is 60 to 70, so I need to get some good hits off, or if I call it right now, it's not a crit. I call it right now, and it's crit, it's not hacks. Crit! But I think I get 3-hit KO by Draining Kiss regardless. Oh! Good damage. Good damage. There's a Life Orb. Yeah, Leech Seed. Okay. Okay. Is Leech Seed not Triage? Is this like Flower Veil or Natural Cure? Okay. I thought Leech Seed was boosted by Triage since it's a healing move. I don't think I can win this just based off of Leech Seed, but let's hope. There's the Draining Kiss. Yep. All right, Draining Kiss is going to do a lot of damage to me. I can get two Life Orb hits off. There's Rising Voltage. All right, Raichu knocks out Comfy. Yep, I can get one more hit off. Okay, so we can make this a 2-0. If I can knock out the Dragapult that's about to come in. Okay. Okay, here comes Pult Classic. If I can knock off Dragapult and knock it out, that'd be fine. That'd be great by me. I know it's 92 to 109, if unless it's like HP invested in Culver, but I'm gonna go for this knockoff here and hope. Oh, this is a great game. I had a lot of fun. Oh, it was Culver Berry. All right, GG. GG to Platinum Howler. This is a fun game. Even with the Culver Berry, it doesn't look like I would have gotten the roll to knock it out. So I'm gonna die to my own Life Orb Recoil, and that is going to be game. Fun match. I had a great time. The Tentacruel being a little bit more offensive and the Tangrowth being a little bit more offensive definitely threw me off guard. So great prep to my opponent. I had a lot of fun. Go check out Howler's channel. Link will, of course, be in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, show some love on that like button down below. If you guys are new, feel free to subscribe for more. We got next week's Draft League battle coming in hot for week 5. Time to bounce back. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. As always, I want to remind you to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang, and I'll talk to you all soon. Later.